Okay, good morning. It's day 51. I'm 51, so it's kind of another special day for me. I think my face looks a little swollen, but that's okay. I just woke up. I'm in a guy's garage right now. I have had the most bizarre experience for the past 10 hours, I would say. Yeah, not quite 12 hours. And the bottom line is it ends up being all good. I mean, I am in this guy's garage, and I don't know if I've had a better night's sleep. I can't believe it. But let me flip this around. This was my setup for last night. I'm on this guy's garage floor. It's clean. It's dry. It's exactly what he advertised and said. Um, and the only thing I was kind of worried last night that I might be like a little miserable. And I swear I've never slept so well on this setup right here. Like whether in my tent or in a shelter, that's my setup. And it was awesome, Leslie. I just slept so well. I can't even tell you. And I think the only thing I can say is he has this awesome dehumidifier in here, and there's no humidity in here. And it makes such. I mean, that's the only thing I can think because I'm not. There's no other like factor or level of comfort that is different. Anyways, I'm drying all my stuff right there. I'm getting ready to pack up for today. It's about it's before 6, but and I could tell you all kinds of other weird stuff about yesterday. Like, so I'm in this town called Kunketown. Kunkletown. That that's probably just good enough right there. But maybe I'll talk a little bit more about it later on. I don't know. It's so hard to describe. It's like I was in a dream or a cartoon for the past 10 hours. Okay, this is going to be the rest of my morning. Is I'm sitting in a gaming chair, a really comfortable little rocker gaming chair that's just sitting on the garage floor. And um, I'm going to edit a little video here from yesterday and try to get it done. And then I'm going to eat buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks for breakfast because that's what I have left over from last night from the pub that I went to, where you got free beer with your meal. And there was only a general store and this pub in this town, a fire department, and that was it in this little Kunkel town. And the general store wouldn't let you inside, but all the same people that go to the general store go right across the street to the pub, and there's no rules there at all for anything in life. I don't think like I think you could walk in there with a sidearm and it wouldn't even no one would even flinch. And like at one point I was in that place and I was sitting in this really uncomfortable bar stool. Like it had a back to it and everything, but it just wasn't very comfortable. And I ate my meal up there and I was being friendly because I went there with another hiker, a section hiker, and so I ate all my food, and it was kind of towards the end. We were waiting for our ride back, and I just wanted to, sit down and be comfortable. And there's this super comfortable looking recliner behind me, and so, and it was just like a collection of furniture inside this pub too, like nice couches up against the wall. They had a pool table. It was like a bar, but it was like everything else, and it's so hard to describe. I can't even tell you. But anyways, there's this really nice recliner, like practically right behind me, like right next to the bar, almost in the middle of the room. And so I'm like, man, I am sitting in that thing because it just looks so comfortable, and and there's a blanket there on it and everything. So I just go sit on that. This was after I tried to sit on it once, and this guy wanted to play pool, so I played pool with him. And then we were still waiting on a ride, so I sat in that chair, and one of the owners of the bar, I guess the lady that owns it, was sitting up there. She was real friendly and everything, and I'm like, oh man, you guys might have to wake me up out of this thing. This thing is super comfortable. And she's like, oh yeah, that thing's nice, isn't it? And she like makes a little more small talk, and then she goes, yeah, that's the chair that I slept in when my mother passed. And then I seriously had no idea what to do, but she didn't act. I didn't know if it was like a sacred chair that everybody else knew was, you're not supposed to sit in it or something. I don't know. that was, and that's just a small part of like the past 10 hours. So, but it's the guy I was a little worried when I kind of bought into this, and but the guy was driving me around, and he said people leave with a smile on their face, and I can't believe it, but I am going to. Even my little battery pack charger, I've been having a hard time charging it up. It's all 4 bars and ready to go. Good morning. Chewing my big red gum. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I just got dropped off at the trailhead, Smith Gap Road. I'm passing Daniellesville, PA, and Palmerston, Pennsylvania today. Last night was weird, but overall good. So that's all fine. There's a guy that was willing to give me a ride at 5:30 this morning, but I was so comfy and I didn't want an extra hour of sleep. So plus I didn't want to be rushed. So I just took the later ride at 8, and it helped me get squared away this morning. But I'm off to a little bit of a slow start. I'm hoping I can pick up my pace here as the day moves on. It's a little dreary, and there's not going to be much exciting about the trail, I don't think, except for maybe when I pass these little towns. That might be kind of interesting, but I'll flip you around. It's a lot of this for just hours and hours on end. There's a bake oven shelter. I think that's what it's called, bake oven shelter, 20 miles away. And so that's my overall goal for the day. I may get there and move on past there for some tent sites or something like that. I think the weather's gonna be good, but I'd like it to that'd be my minimum goal, is to get it's exactly at 20 from me. So it's a good spot. I'm hoping I can get 10 in before noon, but I definitely got to pick it up, and then hopefully in the bake oven at around 4, so maybe 5.